It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Magic in Orlando. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. It's been a fantastic season.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche la NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Davis is out there with Wright. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Delaney in at the one. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Now, here's DJ. D right on him. Gordon dishes to DJ. And Davis sends it back. Here's Delaney. Pass to Davis. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got the opening basket of the game for the Pelicans.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Delaney kicks to Nwaba. Right outside. Davis sets a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Here's Delaney. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The feed to Davis. Down low, deflects the pass. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Count that one from Isaac.
And Isaac takes no time getting his shot off. He's got a lethal, quick release.
Here's Delaney. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Marjanovic, no good. Kicks it to DJ. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Nwaba. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters, unselfish, defensive-minded, and Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that, and he also is very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious young man. A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even-keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
And no good, trying to use the glass. Pelicans trail by 3. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Davis, it's good on the putback.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And the deep wing shot, no good from DJ.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
We know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender, and because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those two guys come to mind right away in having that skill of drawing fouls.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now the pass to Bell. Nurkic with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Davis. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic. Wright is out there with Jones. And it's Delaney in at the 2. Here's Davis. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Knicks was on a mission. He scored 35 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride. And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Jones kicks to Davis. Over Gordon. Davis can't get that one to fall.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Isaac. DJ with it. Marjanovic on him. Gordon, the pass to DJ. Just 5 to shoot. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Wells. Picked his pocket. Here's Delaney. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Davis sets a screen. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
From 11 feet away, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead, and DJ throws it down.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
Rogers against Jones. Right outside. Passes it to Delaney. Shot clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. Shoots off the screen. Delaney no good. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. First one falls for him. Nurkic checked in for the Magic. The Pelicans also changing it up. Bell comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Drew Holiday in for Tyus Jones.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Davis sets a screen. Delaney kicks to Davis. He tries for 3. Rebound by the Magic. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
And Greg, you know, to have a really good defense, you need that rim protector back there, and this guy was an absolute beast during that half.
They've got DJ, Isaac out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Wells, and it's Rogers in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. I guess I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. Here's Delaney, guarded by Rogers. The shot's good from Delaney. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here is Rogers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
Orlando leading by 4. He's guarded by Davis. That one misses.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Here's Delaney, guarded by Jackson. Delaney, the pass to Davis. Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Davis sets a screen, and there's the pass to Delaney. Davis with a screen on Jackson. Here's Delaney. 6 on the shot clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. And Holiday kicks to Bell. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And DJ throws it down.
Hey, this is easy money for DJ. Loves these easy scoring chances. Wastes no time in leaking out in transition.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. And Holiday kicks to Nwaba. Shoots over Fournier, and he can't bank that one in. Magic leading by 12. Wells in the corner. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you were a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
Now, DJ, 23 points in the game. Puts up a 3, and again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, DJ looks for a shot on offense. I love that about him. He definitely has a scorer's mentality.
DJ has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pelicans trail by 16 on the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. Bell is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Holiday, and it's Wright in at the small forward position. Kept alive, and good that time. Marjanovic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New Orleans. Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And DJ throws it down.
And DJ is excellent at being aggressive inside. Doesn't waste any opportunity to punch it on you.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Wright. Holiday dishes to Wright. Shoots a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Holiday.
And so here is New Orleans. It's a 16-point game. And Holiday kicks to Delaney. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside Holiday. 13 feet away.
Really admire the energy of DJ, exerting a ton of it on the defensive end. He's got a grit and grind mentality, and you've got to have that to defend well.
And Wright pulls it down.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling and that's how you do it. Well done.
And here is DJ. The 3 ball. And it's Delaney with the rebound. Tries a 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Delaney's got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And it goes down 2 points.
Hey, sometimes you just got to respect the fact he can make contested shots. DJ showing superb focus and concentration in the face of some pretty aggressive defense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Clark. As you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you in your view of that?
Well, you know what, Kevin, there are a couple of things. The athleticism, the real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. And it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back, guys.
And Gordon's jumping ability, combined with his reach, make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Davis sets a screen, and Holiday kicks to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Pelicans trail by 15. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Three-pointer right. Rebound by the Magic. DJ's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DJ.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
It's stolen. Pass to Rogers. Here's Wells. Drills it from outside. And the Magic lead by 15.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Here's Davis. And he drops it in from the low post.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Pass to Isaac. Here is Rogers. In the corner, it's DJ. Here's Isaac, guarded by Marjanovic. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great production offensively tonight. How did you find some rhythm?
Oh, D.A., I'm always in rhythm, baby.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its
Oh, say does that start?
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs. San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got DJ. Rogers is out there with Wells, and it's Isaac in at the three. Back to Murray from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got the first 3 points tonight for San Antonio. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Monroe with a screen on Rogers. Murray kicks to Hield. Screen by Monroe. Blackwell the pass to Murray. Monroe sets a screen for Murray. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. Murray's got 5.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows this team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
Here's Monroe, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up. And Greg Popovich. San Antonio leading by 10. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Olynyk is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's DJ. And it's Jackson in at the point. Back to Holiday from deep. Here's Aldridge. Out tonight. Tries yet again. In deep. Aldridge drops it in. Aldridge has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Spurs. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Steve, it seems like players are getting more leeway to shoot, but the one thing coaches cannot stand are turnovers. That's been universal. And for the beginning of the game, talk about how you can cut those turnovers down.
I think for a lot of players, they have to come in and really start to go back to study film. That could definitely cut down turnovers. Next, I think it has to be something that really, it hurts you. I think a lot of guys turn it over and they're like, well, we're getting to the next play. You got to turn the basketball over, and that has to hurt you. Then I think also a lot of guys make the simple play. Don't go for the fences. Go for the bunts, the singles, and if a guy is open, just give it to him in stride versus trying to create a play. A lot of guys sometimes over-dribble and overthink, just make the right basketball play.
And keeping your focus, I would think, too, just like in anything in regular life, keeping your focus on something has got to be just imperative.
And communication, you said it right. You focus, communication, that will cut down turnovers.
So it's Orlando now. The Magic trail by 8. From the stripe. Off the left rim and out.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
A second chance effort. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Spurs leading by 8. Stewart passes to Clark. He dishes it to Knight. Aldridge with a screen on Jackson. Here's Knight, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Knight's got 8 points.
A monster pick set by Aldridge. Just good fundamental basketball.
And DJ throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Holiday left side. Stolen by Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Magic. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from DJ.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Well, they knew they weren't just going to be given this game. They had to go out and take it, and they're close.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He scored 32 points and helped control the tempo by getting to the foul line, drawing a good number of fouls. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him.
Here is Rodgers. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gets them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
Here's Aldridge. Takes the 12-footer and hits. 6 points for him.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Aldridge has got 8. Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And it's good for 2. DJ's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Sometimes you have to be able to put the ball on the floor. DJ attacking on the drive.
Blackwell. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Now here's DJ. A 32-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half, so what has the mindset been?
DA, my mindset is the same I've had my whole life, baby. Any shot I take is a good shot. Actually, hold up. Check that.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Aldridge out there with Monroe. Then there's Murray. Then it's Hield. And it's Blackwell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. And Steve, as the big 3 in San Antonio age and retire, how big was it for San Antonio to sign the all-star LaMarcus Aldridge?
You know, it's huge, Kevin, a Texas native, and it's easy to see why he chose the Spurs. It's been interesting to see him integrate his game into their system.
DJ with it, Monroe on him. Clock at 6. And it's DJ missing.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Monroe's shot is good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Magic.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Justin Holiday's checked in for San Antonio. Brandon Knight comes in for DeJounte Murray. Aldridge kicks to Knight. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, living well from beyond the arc helped them to keep control of that game.
And defensively, guys weren't rotating fast enough or closing out hard enough to prevent it.
Hield kicks to Aldridge. From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by the Magic. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Steve, they say the defense wins championships. Talk about the value of communication on the floor when it comes to a team playing great team defense.
I think, Kevin, for fans and especially young kids out there, watch the great teams, the teams that are winning championships. they communicate. The teams that are not winning, you can see on the bench, not a lot of guys are talking. You don't see communication with players and coaches. The teams that win, they are constant chatter about making the right play and also criticizing each other, but constructive criticism.
Did you learn that watching other teams that were great as they were at the top of their game and you guys were a developing team and you were a developing player?
I think for me, at a young age, getting a chance to watch the Detroit Pistons, being from Detroit, hanging around Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, and obviously the late, great Chuck Daly, they were in constant communication, and they won, so that helped me be able to develop my communication skills.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Clark, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Magic trail by 8. And that one is good from DJ. DJ's got 21.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Knight kicks to Holiday. And there's the feed to Monroe. There's the pick. Knight wide open. Again, the miss by Knight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And a wide open look for DJ. Connects from three-point range. DJ's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Sometimes when DJ gets rolling offensively, he becomes near unconscious. We're seeing part of that here.
Aldridge a screen. Clark kicks to Knight from downtown. That shot misses. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Holiday dishes to Knight. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Knight's got 13.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Outside Teague. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Orlando shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, watching DJ, he has that inner fire, a competitiveness that brings out the best in his game most of the time.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stewart passes to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. From past the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's DJ making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
But don't stop the aggressiveness. You got shots, let them fly.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So on the floor for Orlando, Rodgers is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's DJ in at the center position. Aldridge, no luck.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Anderson's shot is off.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
Outside Teague. Pass to Aldridge. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And DJ throws it down.
Late defensive rotation. You must keep an eye on DJ at all times.
T kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. And stolen by DJ. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And DJ throws it down.
That was a beautiful fast break. DJ with the hustle up the court gets rewarded.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Teague dishes to Murray. There's the pick. Outside Teague. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
He feeds it to Aldridge. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And 12 points for Aldridge.
You feel bad for the defender. Tried to challenge the jump shot, but Aldridge just too big.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Monroe's checked in, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Healed with it, now guarded by Wells. Murray for 3. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. Fires from 14, and that one's good. DJ. DJ's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DJ. And the first one at the line is good. Brandon Knight's checked in for Murray. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Aldridge. Passes it to Blackwell. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
And the foul called on DJ. That's his 5th foul. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Dishes it to DJ. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And I tell you what, DJ does not back away from the spotlight. When he's in rhythm, he's ready to shoot at any point in the game.
Screen by Monroe. Healed, kicks to Knight. To the paint, here's Monroe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Norkic checked in for DJ. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers. With a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second-best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. Hello and thanks for... And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Simmons, Mike Muscala out there with Saric. And there's Fultz, and it's Luwawu in at the two-guard spot.
Hey, sometimes you just got to respect the fact he can make contested shots. DJ showing superb focus and concentration in the face of some pretty aggressive defense.
No good. And Philadelphia the other way now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench. And when they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first one falls.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court. You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
They set the pick. Muscala dishes to Saric. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Inside, and Simmons slams it in.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And DJ throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
The pass to Muscala, and stolen by DJ. Here's Wells. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
I tell you what, it's pretty cool to see Wells bringing the defensive energy and even getting nasty at that end of the floor. That is one part of his game that could use some improvement.
There's the pick. Screen by Saric. Off the pick. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Poked loose. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And DJ throws it down.
No replacement for determination. No substitute, I should say. DJ wants to beat everybody down the court, especially in transition.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
Fultz the pass to Simmons. It's blocked.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Orlando making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. Then for the 76ers, Bobby Portis is checked in for Muscala. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Saric, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Luwawu. Holmes sets a screen, and Simmons kicks to Fultz. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Nurkic with the double team. Pass to Portis. Outside, Simmons. To the right side. Here's Fultz. Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
Excellent timing on that tip in. That's something that makes him so good. I mean, just great timing in the air around the basket. A gift.
Kicks it to Nurkic. Orlando moving the ball around. Count the basket. 16 points for DJ.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The 76ers trail by 8. They set the pick. Rozier the pass to Fultz. Holmes sets a screen. Here's Simmons, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, you like the intelligence he plays with. And you got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Here's Simmons. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Orlando out in front, up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back to No Change. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And some changes here for the 76ers. The Magic trail by 4.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Fultz. Charge is out there with Simmons. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Luwawu in a two-guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Spurs lit up the floor. He had 37 points and also grabbed 4 rebounds in addition to his scoring. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Here's Fultz. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Clock at 4. This one for 3. And it's DJ with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Gordon.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. There's the screen. This is to Sharch. Over Gordon. The shot by Sharch. No good. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here is DJ. He's coming off a 37-point game against San Antonio. Jacks up a 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. 76ers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Wells. Then there's Rogers. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Clark, you've been a member of this booth and many others for quite some time. I've always wondered, how did you make the jump into broadcasting?
Well, you know what? I've always enjoyed the game, Kevin, been a student of the game, and have enjoyed reading and playing with words. So when my basketball playing career ended prematurely back in 1987, I got a chance to do Pacers radio, and from there fell in love with this new career and wanted to excel at it. And I've been at it now for over 30 years and hope to have a few more left in front of me.
For the lead. Tries again. And DJ with a layup. DJ's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
They grab their own miss. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the 76ers. And it's Gordon missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Simmons dishes to Fultz. Passes to Luwawu. The feed now to Simmons. Swiped it away. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And a wide open look for DJ. Misses the 3.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Fultz kicks to Portis. Here's Sharch. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Sharch has got 6 points.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Their last game, a win against San Antonio. 1:14 left to play in the third. From the baseline. And it's DJ missing. The 76ers leading by 3. They double him with DJ. Holmes, that's a screen. Knocked away. And stolen by DJ. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Rogers. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Rogers has got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for 3. The 76ers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Muscala. It's Redick on the wing. Rebound by Olynyk.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Wells comes in for Fournier. Then for the 76ers, Sharch has checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Fultz in for Terry Rozier. They set the screen. Here's Simmons. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Philadelphia ahead, up 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Poise and aggressiveness on the offensive end. Everything we do is with speed and force on the offensive end.
Frank Vogel clearly would like to see these guys attack the defense a little bit more, but also avoid costly mistakes.
Yeah, and this is where I think you want to keep things simple. Make the right cut, the right pass. Don't worry about the style, just the score.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Fultz is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Dario Saric. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Muscala in at the 5. Free throw good, DJ. 76ers trailing. Outside, Simmons. Feeds to Fultz. Got a piece of it. Here is Rogers. Here's Isaac. And there are the Magic with another bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And that one's good, Simmons.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
And DJ throws it down.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Rogers. Screen by Sharch, off the screen. Perfect on the shot, swishes it through.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And again, another one in from DJ. DJ's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The 76ers trail by 4. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. No good from Simmons.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. Free throw good, DJ. Portis, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And both free throws good for DJ.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Simmons inside the line. The 76ers again can't hit it. Orlando leading by 6. Wells wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Fultz. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Lets a floater go. Looking to end the run. It's tipped.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
From 15 feet away, and DJ with the basket on the assist by Wells. Wells has got 3 assists tonight. And Clark, when you were growing up, was there one player in pro basketball you tried to emulate or model your game after?
I really didn't pattern my game after any particular player. I tried to piece and parcel from a lot of players. I love the gracefulness of Lou Alcindor, now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when I first saw him back in the late 60s. At his size and the way he could move and his touch was impressive. And then as I became more of a forward in high school, you looked at guys like Magic Johnson, and I looked at Marcus Johnson out at UCLA. Dr. J was a versatile forward as well. George McGinnis, who ended up becoming a really good friend of mine as I got drafted by the Pacers. Those guys that were big and mobile and had ball skills and shooting skills and rebounded, those were guys that I tried to play like.
Luwawu, the pass to Fultz. 76ers moving the ball around. There's the dish to Simmons. And too long on the shot. Magic leading by 11. There's the pass to DJ. Out left to the wing. Pass to Rogers. There's the pick. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Fultz, the pass to Luwawu. He kicks to Simmons. Shot to stop the drought. They get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Fast break, here we go. And DJ throws it down.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Orlando.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And you could see, Greg, how badly they wanted this win. For 2 very familiar opponents, a win in the season series really carries an awful lot of extra weight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DJ.
You know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, your effort at the defensive end was a key to the win. Was that an area of emphasis going into the game?
Defense is always a priority when I'm on the floor. I make that known. You know what I'm saying? Defense and offense are both priorities, and that's one of the reasons why I'm such a great leader on this team.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Wow, why you gotta be so mean, bro?
Hey, that's just the way I was raised, bro.
Why you can't let dudes eat? You out there stealing the ball, their stats. Don't tell me you stole their lunch money, too.
Hey, I'm a hater. I hate the player, the game, and the coaching
Only
staff.
thing left is they self-respect.
Way to read the defense out there. Keep playing like that, we won't be able to keep you off the court. Hey, check this out. Don't go getting carried away out there, okay? Some of those passing lane gambles, they were, you know, they worked. Great. But if they didn't, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Okay, look for opportunities, but don't go breaking the structure of defense. All right? All right. Great game out there.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, he knows basketball, but fashion definitely ain't his thing.
Wearing them khaki pants like he going sailing or something. This dude is one of the youngest assistant coaches in the league, and he looking like Bobby Knight.
Somebody tell him Mr. Feeney won his khakis back.
Don't do him like that,
Looking like Screech. Man.